Hey there, horror fans. Ever taken a drive alone at night and felt that creeping sensation that something just isn't right? Today, I've got three spine-chilling tales of night drives gone horribly wrong. Buckle up, because these stories are not for the faint of heart. Story 1. It was a moonless night when Rachel decided to take a shortcut through the woods. She'd done it 100 times before, but this time something felt different. As she drove, her headlights flickered, casting eerie shadows on the trees. Suddenly, a figure darted across the road. She slammed on the brakes and stepped out, but there was no one there. Just as she was about to get back in the car, she heard whispering behind her. She turned around to see shadowy figures emerging from the woods. Panicked, she jumped back into her car and sped away, never daring to take that shortcut again. Story 2. John was a truck driver, used to long, lonely nights on the road. One foggy night, he found himself on an isolated stretch of highway. The fog was so thick he could barely see a few feet ahead. Out of nowhere, he saw a woman in a white dress standing in the middle of the road. He honked, but she didn't move. He swerved to avoid her and ended up in a ditch. When he looked back, she was gone. He spent the night in his truck, too terrified to step outside. The next morning he found out that the road was haunted by the ghost of a woman who had died there years ago. And finally, Story 3. Emma was driving home after a late shift at work. She took a winding mountain road that was known for its sharp turns and steep cliffs. She was halfway up when she saw a pair of headlights in her rearview mirror, getting closer and closer. She sped up, but the car behind her matched her speed. Suddenly it rammed into her bumper, sending her car skidding toward the edge. She managed to stop just in time and look back, but the car was gone. To this day, she believes it was the ghost of a driver who had gone off the cliff years ago, looking for company in the afterlife. So, the next time you find yourself driving alone at night, keep your eyes peeled and your mind sharp. You never know what might be lurking in the darkness. Sweet dreams, horror fans, and remember, some roads are best left untravelled.